Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be checking out something, and this read is actually reading. I mean, a very big shout out to Mr. Thomas for always coming through. So, all of a sudden, somebody woke up, and all he chose was to insult himself. They decided to insult themselves, not even my people, because he woke up to tell that I said that we should teach black people or black men, we should teach about God. Tell my people about God so that my people can quit committing crime. And I am asking, is it you people should go from one door to another to talk to yourselves and about all the horrible things you all have done and still doing to this very moment? And you want to talk to me about God? You want to tell me about my people? You want to tell me that my people are committing crime, and for that reason they need to know God, right? Mr. Man, I don't think you probably passed another door. You are trying to point at me and why all the five fingers are facing you straight up. You want to talk to me about my people? You want to tell me about my people, right? When you all should be the one doing all that to your own people, because it was not my people that were doing some certain things, that were doing some certain art, that were breaking, they were injecting people with Tuskegee and the rest of it. It wasn't my people. So that you told me to tell my people, you go tell your people. Let's get into this video.
There are men committing crimes in the church right now. What in the fuck are you talking about? You know, the Catholic Church keeps having to pay out money to abuse survivors because members of the clergy did things to them, right? You do know this. You do know that there was a pastor of a church here in America, down south, of course, or maybe it was out west, who knows, who was confronted by the woman who was a kid when he did the heinous things that he did to her. And rather than getting this man the fuck up out of there, her and her husband were kicked out of the church so that the rest of the church could pray for him. The pastor, I mean. How about you teach about God so black men can quit committing crimes? Did teaching about God keep all those school pew-pewers from pew-pewing? What about Dylan Roof? Y'all ever want to talk about him? Do you? He actually shot people in a church. And let's not even go with race. Let's not. Let's talk about the doctor in Kansas who was gunned down while in church by one of you crazy Christian conservatives. You see, this is why when certain things are talked about, your opinion should be kept to yourself. Because what you end up doing is embarrassing yourself. You know that, right? The thing about teaching black men about God is not, it doesn't mean anything. Especially when the people that would be doing the teaching, some of them are some of the most corrupt, crooked people on the face of the earth. You want me to listen to a man who puts his pants on one leg at a time the same way I do, who brushes his teeth like I do, who stands up and pee like I do. You want me to listen to him about some fictional character in a book he halfway read and only waves it at gay people and women trying to go into Planned Parenthood so that I somehow don't commit crimes? I don't have a prison record. I don't. Shocking, I know. Never been to prison. Spent one night in jail twice. That was it. And both of those times were for traffic violations. Now, let's talk about all the crooked clergy that are running around loose right now. Let's talk about them. The mega church owners who have $1 million jets and $1 million homes and 4 or 5 different cars, but want to tell us about the prosperity of Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry, the Jesus credit card. You know, do a whole bunch of heinous shit while you're on this side of the dirt. Right before you get ready to die, say, Jesus, forgive me. He forgives you. You go to heaven. That shit. And it's funny that white men have the audacity, or in this case, you, have the audacity, the entire audacity gauntlet with all 6 audacity stones in it, to say some shit like this with the amount of white men running around here just waiting to kill themselves a black or a Mexican. Yeah. Why didn't you teach Joe Biggs to stay the fuck out of the Capitol? Why didn't you teach anybody to stay the fuck out of the Capitol during January 6th? I mean, every single person on that lawn was a criminal. There was a lot of them. Several thousand, if I remember correctly. Why didn't you teach Ted Bundy not to murder women? Or Jeffrey Dahmer not to eat black gay people? Or John Wayne Gacy not to molest boys and then bury them underneath his house? Or Charles Manson not to murder a famous actress and the owners of the Folgers coffee brand? Where was your God then? I noticed something about your God. He's always where he's not wanted, giving advice nobody asked for to people who are not listening. And then you're mad when people don't listen to that shit. Probably because you're not following it your damn self. See, with this comment, your racism is showing. I understand it. It's kind of hard to see amongst your own self-righteousness. You got to look over the top of it, but it's there. It's there. It's there. And with this, you just showed that you are exactly why I am an atheist. You did. You showed it. You showed why I'm a militant atheist. Why I cuss out religions every chance I get. You did. So fuck your God. I mean, is that forcible enough for you? Or do you want me to dig deep? Fuck your God. Is that better? Yeah. See, where you want black men to get all this knowledge of God from is going to be taught to them by people who are just as corrupt, if not more so. How many of you pastors and preachers and clergy and priests and stuff like that have been to dirty adult bookstores trying to either give some head or get some head from another person? How much money do they have stored away from their parishioners because they stole it? How many of you are having affairs with women in the church and not your wife? But you want to bring this biblical bullshit to black men so that we can stop committing crimes as soon as you take it to white men who do the same. How about that? How about that? How about you start at home? Pretty sure you probably have a son that's fucking up right now, don't you? Exactly. Exactly. So take your advice and either follow it or fuck off with it. I don't have a prison record. My brother doesn't have a prison record. Most of the men that I know do not have prison records. Black men that I know have never been to jail, have never been to prison. They are not committing crimes. Some of them are some of the most educated black men you will ever meet in your life. Actually, most educated men you will ever meet in your life, considering the fact the guys that you hang around with all believe in their Jeebus shit. Take your advice, either follow it or go fuck off with it. And once again, for the cheap seats, fuck your God. Was that clear enough for you?
So this is all I got from this. And before we continue, before I get into this, I'm going to say that I love Mr. Thomas. He comes, his read is always reading, And let's start by saying how people wake up every day to gaslight themselves, how people wake up every day to insult themselves, not even my people. Because what in the name of this is, what in the name of nonsense is this? How about you teach about God to black men? Quit committing crimes. Like you all don't commit crimes, huh? So you want us to teach them about God, right? Because God is, it's just really amazing how every day, like you people don't want to rest. All you want to do is, this really shows how dirty their mindset, how dirty their heart is. Because every day we wake up, it's always pop-colored people, looking for a way to get at black people. It's rare before you see a black person coming out to say, the black people don't even think about them. The black people are always minding their business, probably looking for a way to, like, the system that is affecting everybody, to dismantle it, because that is one thing I know my people are very, very much into. And also pay them their reparations, right? But every day they wake up, all they want to do is look for a way to get into black people's business. Like, all this is, first of all, if you are talking about God, I don't think we need to introduce God to my people. I think you should go tell your own people. Because if they are, anyway, religion and all that, I don't like going into it because it's kind of complicating, But him waking up to tell us to teach our black men or black people, talk to them about God, so my people can stop committing crime. Like their own people aren't committing crazy crimes all over. In that same church, they want us to introduce to my people. I mean, it was no longer then that you all used slavery Bible to hold my people back from moving forward. I mean, a lot of people eyes cleared, and we know better right now. We are no longer in the same space or in the same mindset as you all thought. I mean, you all thought that they were going to trap us, like, forever, so that they can keep exploiting and deceiving us. But we woke up from the slavery Bible and learned more and understood who the real savage are. You want to tell me to talk to my people about Bible, about God? If there is anybody that needs to talk to, you people should be the one preaching to one another. Yeah, you people should be the one going from one door to another, like from one door to another, preaching to yourselves about the atrocities that you all have been committing, because you want to gaslight me. You want to tell me about my people. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.